What's up, guys? It is technically spring food plot season. Even though I'm not putting in any spring plots, I'm prepping to put in the Big Tine Border Line. I'm more focusing on like my entry and exit routes for the spring, get those planted, and then I'll do all my plots for the fall this year. I normally do like clover plots for the spring, and I have all that established already. So I'm just going to show you what I have for a spray rig. I bought this Ranger a handful of years ago. It's a 2014 900 XP. I got it used. I think it had fallen off a trailer and I had to do a little TLC to it. So got a really good deal on it, and I've slowly added stuff to it over time, like the door, some of the mirrors, the roof. We added reverse lights to see where you're going when you're going to load deer. There's a winch and a light bar on the front. And then I'll show you my sprayer setup. And I know you can do this exact same sprayer setup for ATVs. I know you can even buy like the trailers from Femco at like Farm and Fleet or Farm King ready to go. But I'll show you how we have this set up. We're going to spray like Roundup on everywhere we're going to drill in the borderline today. So I'll show you my entire setup. I just figured I'd at least showcase this part of it. You know, it's not the newest, fanciest Ranger or side-by-side, but I love it because I'm not worried about busting brush with it and driving where I need to go. So I love this thing. I got a hell of a deal on it when I got it. So I got lucky. They're insanely expensive nowadays. I'd just buy a four-wheeler or hook a sprayer to an e-bike. Okay, just so you guys know, the gnats are absolutely insane out here today, so I'm gonna make this part quick. Here's our sprayer setup. Real quick, there's like the reverse lights I was talking about on the Ranger, and then I got the winch and my light bar just to get where I need to go. Okay, here's what I got going. So I got two 15-gallon Femco sprayers. I think there's the model number and all that. So I already had one of these, and we used to just drop this thing on the back and I'd wand spray out the door. Well, Ross Bigger saw the setup and he goes, "What are you doing? Let's make this better." So we set it up on a pallet, kind of pieced together an old boom setup like that. We got a pump. I just put a new pump on it the other day. Got her wired in. So we have it hooked up, so there's an agitator on top, and these are connected. And then the cool thing about this, hold on, a lot going on here, sorry. Got this plug for the whole setup. That goes underneath the Ranger, plugs in there. Then got the booms, come in the cab, and I have a toggle right there. I'm driving, so there's the toggle in my dash. So I just flip her on and we're spraying. So I'll show you how it works. It's a fancy setup for me. And then when I'm done for the year, it's mounted on this pallet. We just ratchet strap it in. There's the old sprayer pump. This thing just slides out, and I set it on a table, and it sits there until I need it again. And then, yeah, so one guy can pick this up by hand. These booms come out. You can lift them up and slide the booms out and remove them if you want. Also, we have the boom and the nozzle, so I can spray with the handle like normal. And then we'll crack this a little bit while it runs, and that'll get everything agitated and mixed up. So if you're putting your Roundup or whatever you're spraying, it gets mixed up nice and good. So that's the pump sprayer, Ranger sprayer setup. Okay, I'm gonna border line the edge of my plot. You can kind of see where it's mowed out. It's gonna be a fall plot. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go along the edges and spray. I'm gonna kind of, in the name, borderline out the edges of my plot. It's right here by my grizzly box blind. I'm also going to spray a path there because it's going to be my entry and exit tunnel in the middle of the borderline, and I'm going to end up accessing from over here. So I'm actually going to do a wall of borderline there to kind of double barrier between some of this grass and this wall I'm going to put here in the plot. So this was the plot before. Sorry, I'm winging it. I can barely see the viewfinder in there. This is the plot before. This is all going to be borderline. I'm going to do like a big thick cover section of it, and hopefully funnel it right down into the start of the plot, which is where the old trusty's at. So we're gonna get to spraying, and hopefully everything goes smooth, no breakdowns.